So Andrew Cuomo was elected 3 times, and he was going to run for a 4th term. And he had raised $18 million for that effort. Now, that is a key to all of this. $18 million in Andrew Cuomo's election fund, campaign fund. Okay. Now, we all know the reason he resigned. I'm not going to go over this again. I will deal with it in a moment in another way. But there was pressure on him from all quarters. He had nobody defending him. He lost his party. He lost his media. He lost everything. So he had to go. But he would not have resigned had he not made a deal or a number of deals. That would not have happened because he had bargaining power. He could have put the state of New York through the impeachment process, and he could have taken down a lot of people because he has dirt on almost everybody. So deals were made that you'll probably never even hear about except from people like me, because I know the state of New York as well as anybody knows it. All right, so let me do a couple of sound bites first. Cuomo, as always, denies he did anything wrong. Go.
The Attorney General did a report on complaints made against me by certain women for my conduct. The report said I sexually harassed 11 women. That was the headline people heard and saw and reacted to. The reaction was outrage. It should have been. However, it was also false. My lawyers, as you just heard from Rita Glavin, have reviewed the report over the past several days and have already raised serious issues and flaws that should concern all New Yorkers. Because when there is a bias or a lack of fairness in the justice system, it is a concern for everyone, not just those immediately affected. The most serious allegations made against me had no credible factual basis in the report.
All right, so basically the governor is saying that the Attorney General, all right, Letitia James, issued a report that isn't true. That's the essence of that 1-minute soundbite. Now, Ms. James will probably run for governor next year. That presents a so-called optics problem. In a fair state, in a state that was run well, Letitia James would have recused herself from investigating Andrew Cuomo and had an independent source do it. But she did not. Now, I don't know what's true and what isn't true. How would I know? Nobody knows. But Cuomo is saying this was a hit job. All right? Now, on a personal front, Cuomo said this.
I'm a New Yorker, born and bred. I am a fighter. And my instinct is to fight through this controversy because I truly believe it is politically motivated. I believe it is unfair and it is untruthful. And I believe it demonizes behavior that is unsustainable for society. If I could communicate the facts through the frenzy, New Yorkers would understand. I believe that.
Well, the governor will get his chance, as many of the 11 people who have accused him of misbehavior are going to sue in civil court. Okay? There, Cuomo's lawyers will get to depose and cross-examine them. And if they lie in a provable way, that's a crime. So Andrew Cuomo will get his chance to expose what he says is an injustice. Now, he's never going to get his chance to look at the actual investigation itself. And it's not going to happen. So at this juncture, Andrew Cuomo is out, but his legal woes continue. Now, I think part of the deal was that New York State will not charge him criminally with anything, because he'd be crazy to resign if that were still a possibility. Remember, the Justice Department, Biden's Justice Department, wouldn't charge Cuomo over the nursing home thing, which is far worse, I think, than this. So they're just not going to say, we're not going to do it. I think the New York State authorities won't prosecute Cuomo criminal, but civilly, these women will. Now, Cuomo has already spent $300,000, probably more than that, on his attorneys. That money came from his campaign fund. It's legal in New York State to do that. The dastardly Sheldon Silver, who used to run the state legislature, was sentenced to prison for stealing money. His whole defense was paid for by donated money to him, campaign funds. And it's not illegal. And Cuomo's got $18 million. So every lawyer in the state's going to want to represent Andrew Cuomo. And no money is going to come out of his pocket. So in these civil litigations, you're going to see who has what. 11 that's a lot of civil cases. That'll go on 5 or 6 years. But the press, they'll cover it. So what we have now is a situation where Cuomo had to leave, but made deals behind the scenes and has enough money whereby he's not going to be crippled like Rudy Giuliani. Remember, Giuliani has got all kinds of legal problems stemming from his defense of President Trump. And Giuliani doesn't have a campaign fund. He got to pay it, and he's hurting. The other thing is, people ask me, well, why is it legal? Because campaign funds are not taxpayer dollars. They're donated money. But apparently, while Governor Cuomo did use taxpayer dollars to defend himself in the nursing home situation, because that was a state order. And if you're sued over a state order, you can use state funds to defend yourself. It's a little complicated, but I'm sure you get it. So summing up, Andrew Cuomo is done. I don't believe he'll be charged criminally. I think a deal was made. The person who got him out of there, Attorney General James, I believe will run for governor. Cuomo said it was a hit job, political hit job. He's innocent. And there will be civil litigation paid for out of Cuomo's campaign fund. And that is the best reporting you'll get on this, I believe. Right? No cheap shots, no speculation, straight down the line. Fellow Americans, I am concerned about the U.S. dollar. Huge debt, as you know. Will it stay as the world's reserve currency? That's why now more than ever, I recommend you diversify with gold and silver. And the only company I recommend, and have for years, is American Hartford Gold. I trust them. I've personally done business with them. They sell physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. And they make it very easy. So call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold shot up more than 40%. Silver, more than 60%. So don't wait. Call them now. 866-501-5201. 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.